You guys ready for it? Winner take all. Let's do this.
And just look at the electricity that's in this building right now.
A splashing right hand on Wales helpless against the ropes.
Takes him on the right. Burns it down. Burns it down in the third round. And on his back. And he's not going to beat the count.
I think we just witnessed the greatest fight in the history of boxing.
Back in a war. He's charged down. Juan Manuel Marquez has done it.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the James L. Knight Center here in beautiful Miami, Florida. This is boxing. This is Top Rank, presented by Hall of Fame boxing promoter Mr. Bob Arum. We are brought to you all weekend long by AutoZone. Get in the zone. By DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the app now. By C4 Energy, energy that hits. And by Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted. Our main event tomorrow night, the Junior Welterweight Championship of the World. The champ, the takeover, Teofimo Lopez, puts his title on the line as we welcome Steve the Dragon Claggett from Canada down to South Beach. We've got a huge card tomorrow night. It's time to get it started. Let's get them on the scale. Our first bout is scheduled for 8 rounds in the middleweight division. Our contracted weight here is 160 pounds. Please welcome from Barranquilla, Colombia, Dormedes, El Demoledor Potes, and his opponent from La Romana, Dominican Republic, Yuri La Bazooka Cedeno. First on the scale, Dormedes, El Demoledor Potes. 161.7, 161.7 for Potes, 161.7. And his opponent from La Romana, Dominican Republic, Yuri La Bazooka Cedeno. $161.4 for Cedeno. Again, this bout scheduled for 8 rounds in the middleweight division. I misspoke. We are contracted at 162, not 160. So both gentlemen have made weight here. Again, apologies. I misspoke. Contracted weight is 162. This bout scheduled for 8 rounds in the middleweight division. From Barranquilla, Colombia, Dormedes, El Demoledor Potes. From La Romana, Dominican Republic, Yuri La Bazooka Cedeno. 8 rounds in the middleweight division. Potes, Cedeno. 8 rounds, middleweight division. Our next bout scheduled for 10 rounds in the featherweight division. Contracted weight here is 127 pounds. Please welcome from Barranquilla, Colombia, Brandon Tanque Valdez, and his opponent from La Romana, Dominican Republic, Jan Dangerous Santana. First on the scale, Brandon Tanque Valdez. $127 even for Brandon Tanque Valdez. And his opponent from La Romana, Dominican Republic, Jan Dangerous Santana. 127 even for Jan Dangerous Santana. This bout scheduled for 10 rounds in the featherweight division. From Barranquilla, Colombia, Brandon Tanque Valdez. From La Romana, Dominican Republic, Jan Dangerous Santana. 10 rounds in the featherweight division, Valdez Santana. Our next bout scheduled for 8 rounds in the junior welterweight division. Contracted weight here, 143 pounds. Please welcome from Chihuahua, Mexico, Luis El Matador Hernandez. And from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, Rohan El Rayo Polanco. First on the scale, Luis El Matador Hernandez. $143.2 for Luis El Matador Hernandez. Contracted weight here is 143. We're going to lose the shorts. Ladies, back up. $143 even, $143 for Luis El Matador Hernandez, $143. Next on the scale, his opponent from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, Rohan El Rayo Polanco. 142.4 for Rohan El Rayo Polanco. This bout scheduled for 8 rounds in the junior welterweight division. From Chihuahua, Mexico, Luis El Matador Hernandez. From Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, Rohan El Rayo Polanco. 8 rounds in the junior welterweight division, Hernandez, Polanco. Our next bout scheduled for 6 rounds in the heavyweight division. Please welcome from Cortland, Mississippi, Detralius Teddy, straight out of the jungle, Webster, and his opponent from Hollywood, Florida, Lorenzo the Giant Killer Medina. First on the scale, Detralius Teddy, straight out of the jungle, Webster. $247.7 for Detralius Teddy, straight out of the jungle, Webster. And his opponent from Hollywood, Florida, the Giant Killer Medina. 235.6 for Lorenzo, the Giant Killer Medina. This bout scheduled for 6 rounds in the heavyweight division. From Cortland, Mississippi, DeTrelitz, Teddy straight out of the jungle Webster. From Hollywood, Florida, Lorenzo the Giant Killer Medina. 6 rounds in the heavyweight division. It's Webster versus Medina. Our next bout scheduled for 10 rounds in the junior welterweight division. Our contracted weight here is 142 pounds. Please welcome from Antipolo City, Philippines, Gino, the Silent Beast, Rodrigo, and his opponent from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, Elvis, the Dominican Kid, Rodriguez. First on the scale, Gino, the Silent Beast, Rodrigo. 141.2 for Chino, the Silent Beast, Rodrigo. And his opponent from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, Elvis, the Dominican Kid, Rodriguez. $141.6 for Elvis, the Dominican Kid, Rodriguez. This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds in the junior welterweight division. From Antipolo City, Philippines, Gino, the Silent Beast, Rodrigo. From Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, Elvis, the Dominican Kid, Rodriguez. 10 rounds in the junior welterweight division. Rodrigo Rodriguez. 10 rounds in the junior welterweight division.
Easy, boys.
'Our next bout is scheduled for 8 rounds in the junior welterweight division. From Jalisco, Mexico, Jose Zaragoza, and his opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, El General Emiliano Fernando Vargas. Contracted weight here, 140 pounds. First on the scale, Jose Zaragoza. 139.1 for Jose Zaragoza. And his opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, El General Emiliano Fernando Vargas. $139.8 for El General Emiliano Fernando Vargas. This bout scheduled for 8 rounds in the junior welterweight division. From Jalisco, Mexico, Jose Zaragoza. From Las Vegas, Nevada, El General Emiliano Fernando Vargas. 8 rounds in the junior welterweight division. Zaragoza, Vargas. 8 rounds, junior welterweight division.
One more to the front, right. Thank you, guys.
scheduled for 6 rounds in the middleweight division. Contracted weight here is 157 pounds. Please welcome from St. Paul, Minnesota, Sona Slink Proper Akale, and his opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, the legend lives on, Nico Ali Walsh. First on the scale, Sona Slink Proper Akale. $156.3 for Sona Slink Proper Akale. And his opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, the legend lives on, Nico Ali Walsh. $156.9 for Nico Ali Walsh.
Oh, what up, baby? What up, baby? I see you. What?
This bout scheduled for 6 rounds in the middleweight division. From St. Paul, Minnesota, Sona Slink Proper Akale. From Las Vegas, Nevada, the legend lives on, Nico Ali Walsh. 6 rounds in the middleweight division. Akale, Walsh. 6 rounds, middleweight division. Time to weigh in our co-feature of the evening, scheduled for 10 rounds in the featherweight division. Our contracted weight here, 126 pounds. Please welcome from Querétaro, Mexico, Brandon El Leon Benitez, and his opponent from Cienfuegos, Cuba, Robesi El Tre Ramirez. First on the scale, Brandon El Leon Benitez. $127.4 for Benitez. His opponent from Cienfuegos, Cuba, Robesi El Tre Ramirez. $124.8 for Robesi El Tre Ramirez. Contracted weight here was 126. Benitez came in over. He's got 1 hour to lose the weight. We'll report back later this afternoon. Benitez has 1 hour to lose that pound. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 10 rounds in the featherweight division. From Querétaro, Mexico, Brandon El Leon Benitez. And from Cienfuegos, Cuba, Robesi El Tre Ramirez. Benitez, Ramirez. 10 rounds in the featherweight division.
got it. Thank you. Stay in that pose. Hold that. Let's go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to weigh in our main event. 12 rounds for the WBO and Ring Magazine Junior Welterweight Championship of the World. 140 pounds is our contracted weight. Let's bring up the challenger, presented in association with Eye of the Tiger from Calgary, Canada, Steve the Dragon Claggett. 139.5 for the challenger, Steve the Dragon Claggett. Let's bring up the champion from Brooklyn, New York, the reigning, defending WBO Ring Magazine Junior Welterweight Champion of the World, the Takeover, Teofimo Lopez. $139.4 for the champion, the Takeover, Teofimo Lopez. Ladies and gentlemen, it all goes down tomorrow night beginning at approximately 5:45 Eastern on ESPN+. And then we move over to the network ESPN at 10 p.m. Eastern. Again, coming to you live from the James L. Knight Center here in beautiful Miami, Florida. This is our main event. 12 rounds for the WBO and Ring Magazine Junior Welterweight Championship of the World. From Calgary, Canada, Steve the Dragon Claggett. And from Brooklyn, New York, the Takeover, Teofimo Lopez. 12 rounds for the WBO and Ring Magazine Junior Welterweight Championship of the World. Claggett, Lopez, live from Miami, Florida, tomorrow night.
Face off.
Again, there it is, ladies and gentlemen, our main event, 12 rounds for the WBO and Ring Magazine Junior Welterweight Championship of the World. Coming to you live from Miami, Florida, tomorrow night from the James L. Knight Center. We begin at 5:45 Eastern on ESPN+. Then we move over to the network at 10 p.m. Eastern on ESPN.
He's scared, yo.
From Calgary, Canada, Steve the Dragon Claggett. From Brooklyn, New York, the Takeover, Teofimo Lopez. 12 rounds for the WBO Ring Magazine Junior Welterweight Championship of the World. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you tomorrow night coming to you live from Miami, Florida, from the James L. Knight Center here in beautiful Miami. Fireworks tomorrow night, 5:45 Eastern on ESPN Plus, and then we move over to the network at 10 p.m. Eastern. That's on ESPN. As always, this is boxing. This is Top Rank. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great afternoon.
One of the most action-packed fighters in the world, Teofimo Lopez against Steve Claggett. That's going to be a scrap right there. Both guys like to come forward.
Teofimo Lopez.